if you're using email as a sales driver, you're using it completely wrong and you're leaving multiple six figures on the table for your business. Now, what I mean by that is you need to be using it like almost like another social media, right? Just like you use Instagram to get more followers, to show them more of your products, to get them to click on the link in your bio, or you use YouTube to educate your audience about what you do or maybe what your products do, or maybe even TikTok to get clicks onto your website. You need to be using email almost as another social media platform where you know 100% of the time that your customers are always going to see the content that you put to them or push to them. I'm sorry. Essentially, if you're doing email right, if you have all your DNS settings, like all the backend set up correctly, all your security is set up, you're keeping all those spam words out of your emails, 100% of the time, your customers will get it as long as they have active emails. And you need to be thinking of it like that. You need to be creating content in your emails that's not only captivating, but engaging. You need to get their attention and you need to keep their attention long enough to make them want to click. That's the whole point of the email. Unlike these other social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, whatever you're using, you only get like 10% of your following that'll actually see your content consistently. But with email, 100% of your list will see your content every single time. And not that many businesses are treating it like a social media. They're saying, hey, we're giving out 10% right now, we're giving out a BOGO deal right now, we started this new thing, come check it out. But they're not treating it as if they have your attention. But you signed up for their email, right? So whenever you approach your email, you need to think of it as, how can I make this email as captivating and engaging as I possibly can? Do I need to have a link in this email, or am I just updating my customers on what we're doing? Do we have an event coming up this week? Do we have an event coming up next month that I want a lot of our customers? Are we local? Like, do they need to be showing up to this event if they really like our product? Like, what's going on? You need to be giving updates. You need to be, dropping these, essentially I call them update emails, where you're just talking about what's going on in the company. You need to talk about where you're going in the company. Did someone leave a stellar review? Show everybody on your email list. Did someone drop an awesome video? Show everybody on the email list. Did someone buy your product and didn't like it? Email them and say, hey, I noticed you left this review. I would really like to talk to you about how we can make our product better in your eyes. It's not always about entertainment and engagement. It's also about how can you further your product and make this better. And sometimes email can be that platform because everybody puts in their email. Most of the time at checkout, you're putting in your email. Most of the time, if you want a welcome offer, you're putting in the email. So like, email is this one thing that like everybody has. I think it's like there's 9 billion people on the planet right now, and like 4 billion people have an email. Like real email, not like bot emails or anything. But that number could be off. I didn't check before I made this video, but you need to be making your emails. You need to be sending them out. You need to be creating your flows like they're another platform to make content on. Because if you can engage and you can keep people, if you can keep attention, someone will never open your email and not click. Of course, you're always going to have that divide of, 80% opens on a welcome series and 6% clicks. Like that first email it's always going to have that. You're always going to have 20 to 30% opens on a normal email and 1 to 2% clicks or 5% clicks or whatever your metrics are. You're always going to have that difference. But the higher you can get your clicks by keeping more engaged emails, the better your business is going to do, because the more people are going to see your products, the more people are actually going to feel moved by the content that you just put in front of them, the more people are going to want to change their life with the product that you have, right? So it's not always just about, oh, I need to send out an email because I need to send one out because I want to do 1 or 2 a week. No, it's I need to send out a quality email that's going to move someone. I need a high emotion email to get the emotional buyers, or a high logic email to get the logical buyers. Like, there always has to be a purpose behind an email. And if you always have a purpose behind an email, you're always going to be able to drive attention. You're always going to be able to drive engagement. You're always going to be able to capture a new customer that you didn't previously have. Like, there's always going to be something going on to where you're going to be making movement in your business, instead of just blasting out an email that you're like, oh, I'm going to put together 10% off just because they're on my email list. That's not usually how it works. Like, yeah, it'll make a little bit of money, but you're probably going to piss some people off on your email list too. So keep that in mind next time you are creating your emails. Do me a favor, drop a comment on what you thought about this video. I'm trying to make my content better. I'm trying to lead with value. I'm trying to give you guys value. If you liked what I had to say, do me a favor, leave a like and a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.